Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Age of Empires 4. Today we're going to move on to the next mission, which is Wallingford, 1153. You'll remember in the previous video we did 1141 Lincoln, or the first Battle of Lincoln, but today, we're going to move on to the Siege of Wallingford. The future rule of the Empire was at stake. Kings would be made and unmade.
Victory over King Stephen at Lincoln gave Matilda the upper hand in her fight for the English crown. But in the years that followed, fragile loyalties shifted, and under threat of capture, Matilda was forced to retreat. As her holdings in England came under attack from the king's army, it fell to her son Henry to keep Matilda's claim to the throne alive.
So I've been watching a few tutorials over the last couple of days, and whenever I learned a few tips and tricks, might help me in general in the game. In terms of like queuing up workers from the very beginning, how many you should have on gold, how many you should have on wood and food, and yeah, what armies good against what, like obviously spearmen against cavalry, we've figured that out before, but yeah, a few others, and also like how many workers to build, because typically I was sticking with like 50 to 150 military, but I think like 80 to 90 is probably apparently more optimal for this game, at least that's what I've heard anyway, so let's see. I think we're defending a castle here, so.
Castle at Wallingford, Matilda's men held firm against a brutal siege by
we can already see there's our
King
archery.
Stephen. King Stephen's army had constructed a fortified perimeter outside the castle, trapping Matilda's men inside. However, reinforcements were on the way from Matilda's son Henry. Her forces needed to hold the walls until they arrived.
Okay, so food seems a bit low at the moment. What are these? These are longbowmen. Let me repair this. She's spreading. Don't have enough stone. Okay. I'm keeping these around here because they're defending the walls. This is more longbowmen. I think we need to get some upgrades. Increase range damage of all non-siege units by +1. Definitely need that.
Hoping to claim Wallingford, King Stephen's siege forces launched a renewed attack on the castle.
Okay, so we need to react to where it's coming from, actually. We need to stop these battering rams, and we need to get these workers repairing things. Oh, I'm actually killing a spearman by mistake. That's a mistake, isn't it? Yeah, we do have 3 workers here. So as soon as anything starts taking damage, we're going to actually repair it. Here we're going to build a mill. Okay, so they're killing this animal. Nice.
What needed working?
Cancel a few of those. Make them more longer. Increase the ranged armor of all non-siege units, boiling oil towers and
Hoping
keeps.
to crack the mighty stone walls
Increase-
of Wallingford, King Stephen's forces launched another attack.
Alright, so it's coming from this side now. So we want to stop that siege tower from landing. Otherwise, that's going to cause some problems. Yeah, I definitely need to take hold ground more, which is... Stand ground is V.
Matilda's forces held firm against the attack, cutting down the enemy soldiers. Matilda's forces repelled the attack and held the castle.
So yeah, I've learned basically in tutorials that yeah, you can drop off the animals at the mill. I don't think that was necessarily clear before. Get them maybe on stone now. Get ready to repair whatever we might need to. Some more arrow guys. Let's just get that. I don't know what it does, but network of castles attack speed bonus from 25% to 50%. Seems like a chunky upgrade, so. Yeah, definitely focusing down these battering rams before they can do their damage. Definitely the right strat here. As soon as you get a wall breach, does then things start to go bad. From what we've seen so far. Right, okay, so let's... Why? Am I running out of wood? Yeah, I'm running out of wood. That's what the problem is. So wood's being collected from there. You can actually pull a few off and put them on the wood. Go back on that. So yeah, maybe these three now can now build a stone. Build one of these. And you can upgrade this with like all kinds of cool stuff. Oops, I keep placing these in the wrong place. Yeah, wood is running low, so I'm just looking down there, seeing what's low. I can see 14935 as well. Got loads of bow and arrows now. And nothing breaking in here. So the thing is, I don't understand what the yellow thing is on top. That's something that's not clear for me. It's like wood on fire, isn't it? So is that like there's bad guys coming? Is that what it means? Oh, this is bad.
Matilda's forces received word that Henry's troops were getting closer to Wallingford. Soon the combined numbers of the two armies could tip the scales in their favor.
We're gonna watch him react. So is that just working now? Okay, saving game. I guess that means we're about to get wrecked. I think, are we supposed to lose this?
Reinforcements approached Wallingford. United under Matilda's banner, the two armies were ready to engage Stephen's forces.
What? This is mine. Well, what do I do now? Destroy the outposts. I'm confused.
What needed work?
Every child ik heel doet dat nu. Each understander. Ik
Yeah, I don't know. Am I supposed to push out with all these archers and stuff? What are these early men at arms? I think that's maybe what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, what? Not going to get in, are they?
Henry and Matilda's forces struck out at the besieging army, weakening the enemy's hold on Wallingford's perimeter.
Thing is, I don't know about like upgrades. think these armies are better fighting together.
The enemy line wavered as Matilda's forces cut down the besieging army, clearing another section of the blockade.
Oh wow, that's killed a lot of guys. I feel like I need to heal these, but don't really know. Are they all just sleeping? What the hell? I think we're at the point now where I just click any upgrade. Think. How many workers do we have? I need more. I'm scared of pushing out now because every time I push out. Okay, so you get some of the upgrades from the actual barracks. That's confusing for me because some of the upgrades are like from the barracks, some are from the blacksmith, some are from elsewhere. It can be very confusing. I need food and gold for that one, for the knights. Sustainable. Yeah, I'm definitely a big beginner at this. I keep forgetting like where units are queued up to and stuff. There's still one guy here. Okay, we can push out here now, I think. Yeah, I built very heavy archers this time. I feel like it should be a bit more balanced. Don't feel like I have very much up here, but archers seem good, man. So. That's going to break, isn't it?
King Stephen's forces breached the wall and pushed into Wallingford. Matilda's men needed to repel the enemy before the castle fell, and their cause was lost.
Probably just leave them on attack move now. Meanwhile, build the stone wall back. And they got 8 collecting the food now. Okay, so early man at arms is still producing. It's food that I'm lacking. We seem to have mined out all the wood. So we need to build more farms. I think regardless of that, we can probably just push out. But they need to manage that more. I think because there's 4 resource types, it's confusing. There is a way to select all idle workers, but I've forgotten the key. Rather than doing it manually like this every time. Build time 22 seconds. For a spearman. Builds in 15 seconds. Sometimes they're prioritizing attacking a tent. Yeah, I forgot the keys for all idle workers and all idle military. That's definitely a next thing for me to learn. Okay, it's like, is it control and full stop or something like that?
Matilda's forces overwhelmed the enemy and cleared the castle's perimeter.
Defeat the final wave.
See they to work. Yea, and sewer they had to build and they that Rita knew.
What are they doing? Getting wood? I don't think getting wood is a good idea right now. Maybe do something else. Final wave done. Okay. That was good. Pretty good castle defense.
The joint forces of Matilda and Henry had thwarted King Stephen's siege of the strategic castle at Wallingford. After over a decade of conflict, Matilda's claim to the throne was still alive.
Cool. I definitely think there's a strategy to that, like making the longbowmen and getting them upgraded and just focusing heavy on bowmen. Maybe I could have mixed in a few more frontline guys, like melee. And at times I had loads of workers. Idle, I had loads of... don't know if I should add 5 barracks. I don't really know if I should have 5 barracks or 6 barracks or what I should have. I guess I probably should, because I think they're pretty cheap. And at times I had loads of units queued up, but they weren't coming out. So I think to replace the army faster, you probably need like something like a crazy amount of barracks. So yeah, we'll end that one there. That was Wallingford. We're working way through this the Norman campaign. I think we are playing as the English faction though. And from what I've read, the English faction is like beginner friendly, noob friendly, and one of the easiest and strongest to learn as well. So I actually think I watched a pro player's, I think he's a pro player called The Viper on YouTube, and I watched his, he ranked basically the civilizations, basically saying that the Franks are the strongest and English is like the second strongest. So yeah, I'm glad we're learning an easy, strong one here. And I think this might be a game where you don't play random. I think this might be a game where you do focus maybe primarily on one faction, at least at the start, to get good at that, because yeah, playing random is definitely going to throw you off and make the learning curve a lot harder. But therefore, you would broaden your knowledge faster, I suppose, because you learn more faster. I think if you want to get good, I think maybe focusing on one faction here might be the best, just because it is so confusing. Like, so get some upgrades from the barracks, some upgrades from the blacksmith. That's the bit that confuses me. But then you can also build archermen like from a town hall or something, which is a bit crazy. So yeah, it's all new to me. I'm learning. So yeah, GG, and see you in the next one.